YouTube. Welcome to another special episode of NBA Player Props, where we giving props to the true players. All right. It is Wednesday. Was Wednesday, right? Wednesday, April 9th, 2025. I am your host, Young Jeffrey. Let's go. All right. Before we even get started, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you can be notified when your boy is dropping fresh content. Banger after banger after banger. It's a nuke. All right. First prop I got of the day, I got Jusuf Nurkic of the Charlotte Hornets over 8.5 rebounds, 83% head-to-head hit rate versus the Toronto Raptors. It'll be him, and Jakob Poeltl battling down low to see who can win the rebound battle tonight. But he is 83%, hitting 5 out of his last 6 matchups, averaging 12.8 rebounds versus the Toronto Raptors. So I like Nurkic over 8.5 rebounds, nice and easy. All right. The Toronto Raptors are 26th in the league versus centers rebounds, so Nurkic shouldn't have much resistance. All right. Next, I like Daniel Gafford over 4.5 rebounds, or I even like it up to 5.5 rebounds. He's head-to-head. He's 100% versus the LA Lakers, averaging 6.8 rebounds versus the LA Lakers. He's hit this metric 4 out of his last 5 games and 9 out of his last 10 games. In the last 10 games he's played, he's averaging 8.1 rebounds. Last 20 games he's played, he's averaging 7.9 rebounds. So you got consistency and volume. Daniel Gafford, turn me up. All right, Daniel Gafford over 4.5. I even like it up to over 5.5 rebounds. For sure. Next, I like DeMar DeRozan. I like 2 props. I like him over 3.5 rebounds. He's hit this metric 4 out of his last 5 games. Head to head, he's averaging 5.1 rebounds versus the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets are great against the small forwards rebounds, but they are not great versus small forwards assists. So if you want to take his RA at 8.5, if it bumps to 9 or 9.5, I'll probably fade it. But at 8.5, if the game is not a blowout, which they're playing the Nuggets, so it shouldn't be, then DeMar DeRozan should be able to get over 9 rebounds plus assists and cash this out. So you can either take his rebounds over 3.5 rebounds, because I think he'll get 4, or you can take a little less risky route and just take his 8.5 rebounds plus assists, because he be dishing the rock. He's been taking on more of a facilitating role. All right, for sure. Somebody has a revenge game today. All right, Luka Doncic over 16.5 rebounds plus assists, or you can just take him over 8.5 rebounds. I took the rebounds, you know what I'm saying, because I don't really know. I don't know if Austin Reeves is going to be taking more of a facilitating route. I don't know if LeBron's going to be taking more of a facilitating route. They're coming off of a back-to-back where they had to play OKC again when they just played OKC on Sunday. So it's a lot going on. But to be safe, I'm going to take Luka over 8.5 rebounds, all right? Playing against a Dallas team that's depleted. I mean, they do have some guys down low that can bang and get rebounds. But at the same time, Luka gets a lot of long rebounds because the Lakers, we know, they're shooting them threes. All right? So Dallas is ranked 26th. I'm sorry, they're ranked 26th versus point guards rebounds. And like I said, last time he played against Dallas Mavericks, he had 15 rebounds. So he ain't got to get 15. He's got to get us 9. You know what I'm saying? Luka over 8.5 rebounds. For sure. But if you want to take a little more of a risky approach, 16.5 or 17 rebounds plus assists. All right. Next, I like Josh Giddey. I like Josh Giddey, man. I hope it ain't no field trip at the arena. I like Josh Giddey. Head-to-head hit rate. Let's see. I like him over 17 rebounds plus assists. All right. He's hit this measure 4 of his last 5 games, averaging 19.6 rebounds plus assists over his last 5 games, 19.4 over his last 10, 18.5 over the course of his last 20. He had consistency and volume. Josh Giddey, turn me up. All right. Shout out to Josh Giddey, man. Over 17 rebounds plus assists. The Miami Heat are 24th versus point guards assists. So at the end of the day, I feel like he'll be able to, get his rebounds and get his dimes, cash us out, and he'll get his 18 rebounds plus assists, and we're gonna be good. He's hit this magic 5 out of his last 7 matchups versus the Miami Heat as well. So, he's shown that he can do this. I do this. Shout out to Josh Giddey, man. Next, I like R.J. Barrett over 4.5 rebounds. All right, he's hit this match at 81% of the time over the course of the season overall, averaging 6.4 rebounds this season. He's hit this match at 5 out of his last 5 games, 9 out of his last 10, and 15 out of his last 20. Consistency and volume. Shout out to Barrett. He's no longer the bottom of the Barrett. All right. Over the course of his last 10 games, he's averaging 6.3 rebounds. All right. Let's see. He's hit this match at 2 of his last 3 matchups versus the Charlotte Hornets, having 8 and 6 rebounds consecutively in 2 of those matchups. He's going against the Charlotte Hornets team that's ranked 30th versus small forwards rebounds. RJ Barrett plays small forward. Should be able to get his rebounds tonight. Let's give y'all some leans, man. Sometimes the leans hit more than my favorite picks. Emmanuel Quickly over 3.5 rebounds. He is a point guard. He's playing against the Charlotte Hornets team that's 29th in the league versus point guards. Rebounds. He's hit this metric 3 out of his last 4 matchups versus them. 7 rebounds, 5 rebounds, 4 rebounds. So him getting 4 rebounds in this matchup and cashing us out is a good look. But me personally, I would just take his rebounds plus assists because he is a point guard and he do be dishing the rock. So it's kind of like the DeMar DeRozan situation, depending on how the game's flowing. Sometimes he'll take more of a facilitating role. Sometimes he'll go grab him off the glass, be more aggressive, following shots, getting long rebounds, stuff of that nature. I would just take his 8.5 rebounds plus assists. He's hit that metric. 5 out of his last 5, 9 out of his last 10, averaging 11.3 rebounds plus assists over the course of his last 10 games. Also, he's averaging 10.8 over the course of his last 20. So that's a whole lot of consistency. And that's a whole lot of volume. Shout out to Emmanuel Quickly. Either over 3.5 rebounds or over 8.5 rebounds plus assists. All right? Yeah, another lean. Let me see you bounce right to left and let you. Hey. Young people don't know about that, though. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Another lean I got for y'all. I got Yusef Nurkic of the Charlotte Hornets over 8.5 rebounds. He's going against the Toronto Raptors team that's 26th in the league versus centers rebounds. He's hit this metric 83% of the time versus the Toronto Raptors, averaging 12.8 rebounds in that span. Just go through some of the rebound marks that he's hit in the previous 6 games he's played against them: 14, 14, 18, 11, and 14 consecutively. All right, so at the end of the day, I like Nurkic over 8.5 rebounds. I think he's going to be getting them off the glass tonight. And they got Mark Williams listed as a game time decision. So if he doesn't play, then I like this play even more. All right. I like this play even more. All right. So let's go down the list. Gafford over 4.5 rebounds. I like Sabonis over 12.5 rebounds. I like DeMar DeRozan over 3.5 rebounds or 8.5 rebounds plus assists. I like Luka Doncic over 8.5 rebounds or over 16.5 rebounds plus assists, or if it bumps to up to 17 rebounds plus assists. Josh Giddey over 16.5 rebounds plus assists or up to 17.5 rebounds plus assists. Similar situation with Luka. I like Nurkic over 8.5 rebounds or over 11.5 rebounds plus assists. And I like RJ Barrett over 4.5 rebounds. And a lean that I gave you guys, a little gem, Emmanuel Quickly over 3.5 rebounds or Emmanuel Quickly over 8.5 rebounds plus assists. If you enjoy this content, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you guys can be notified when your boy is dropping fresh content. Make sure you check out the description box. You got the links to all my socials like X, like TikTok. If you want to join my Discord, that link's down there. Also, referral links to sportsbooks that you may or may not have access to. It is what it is. You can get paid. I can get paid. We can cash and stash together. All right. If you'd like to join my Discord, man, make sure you join my Discord. Click the link. Hit me up in the inbox. Send me a friend request. All that. We'll get you into the private chat. Make it easy peasy lemon squeezy. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I am nothing without you guys, and we do this together. All right. Peace and love. Sending you guys healing energy. I hope everybody have a great day. And as always, if you hit, subscribe to HBO. Help brother out.